From divine sistar of the light, Sangita Handa, Pluto enters the fated degree of 29. There is a mystery that surrounds this occult number of 29 degrees. For instance, our galactic center is at 29 degrees of Sagittarius. The royal star Regulus stands at 29 degrees of Leo. Our central sun, Alcyon, and the Pleiades stands tall at 29 degrees Taurus. Generally speaking, though shrouded in mystery, 29 degrees is considered rather unfortunate, difficult, and in a Hamletian way, tragic. There is a mystique of apparent finality attached to these near last degree. This is the degree that is considered the critical degree, is 29, because as a planet or a luminary moves through this degree with only one more to go, the 30th, its energetics become very powerful in their unleashing. Herein the energies manifest with the utmost power and formidable force. But that's not all. Energies that manifest here are uniquely different from energies at any other degree. So one, they are the strongest, then most difficult, and lastly very different. In astrology, there are some important triggers that when sparked bring important events into our lives. There are 30 degrees to each sign, and the planets continuously spin in and out of each degree, however. When they reach a 29th degree, you can be rest assured something very important, special, and impactful will unfold. 29th degree is also known as the anaretic degree or the fated degree. Now Pluto moves very slowly, as do all outer large planets, and has been in Capricorn since 2008. However, it's reaching the end of this phase and will be at 29 degrees of Capricorn on February 11th and 12th until March 23rd, before ingressing into Aquarius. What shall manifest in this period will be extra potent in terms of what Pluto stands for. The 3 Ds of our third D dimension, namely destruction, disease, death, which means change, major changes in Earth, removal of toxics through earthquakes, major one had just occurred in Turkey, Syria, and more are in the queue. The last time Pluto was at 29th degree was in 1777 and 1778. Putting it into perspective of how big a deal this is when you come to know what transpired in that time period, the American Revolution, the most important geopolitical event in American history that totally reshaped the history for the entire world. Now we are living in a very powerful historic time of the Great Shift, when records are being erased, but at the same time, new seeds are also being laid for far-reaching results. Pluto in this degree shall summon an end to all karmic contracts. The old shall now collapse rapidly. Destruction of old and past through death, earthquakes, and other natural calamities, highlighting the 2 major qualities of Pluto. Nonetheless, this shall lead us to an awakening of psychic, intuitive abilities for all on the path, because of permission now granted celestially that becomes a reality with the impact of the 29th degree transit of Pluto from February 11th, 12th until March 23rd, when the new permanent causal matrix of the planetary logos shall be laid to replace the old draconian Luciferian matrix of the Dark Lodge. So when the 29th degree of Pluto ends in Capricorn, and Pluto ingresses into Aquarius thereafter, on March 23rd, 2023, until 2044, is when at last Earth shall receive freedom from the slavery-imposing, imprisoning 3D matrix, and the new programs of the 5D, and its new infrastructure shall be uploaded. This shall finally bring in abundance from the universe through the Trinity frequency of the 3, 6, 9. Can you now see how systematically we are headed toward the end of the beginning of the end of Kali Yuga by 2024? More of this shall be inscribed nearer to the equinox portal of the March 21st and 22nd that opens the doorway to the new causal matrix. The false masks shall be removed completely and rapidly now, and we shall be seeing, shape-shifting into a transparency reality. Interesting times are being summoned by this mystery-shrouded degree of the highest occultation indeed. With this transition from 29 degrees into Aquarius, where Pluto then meets up with Saturn, both together then speed up the transformation out of the density of 3D, however. Please note, change is not comfortable nor pretty. Until at least June, seen only up to there for now, the process of death, destruction, and disease together with balancing of karmic debt, karmic contracts will be hugely terrifying and depressing. But now that you know it's not all bad, since the new permanent causal matrix of the planetary logos shall be uploaded soon, and spiritual progression is assured, and rewards are around the corner with the abundance manifestation soon to be made tangible and easily accessible. The ride, therefore, however rough and nerve-wracking, is endurable, as you have been given a peep into the bright future ahead. You have been shown the dawn that is coming for sure, soon after the darkest hour of despair that you are all yet traveling through. You are taking back your power, visible to all by now, and that is the route to the ultimate freedom, soon, just as you are doing your bit by continuing to tread forward despite having to walk on broken glass with bleeding feet in deep, deep pain, without deterring off course, exhibiting your endurance spirit, commitment to the cause, and readiness for freedom. We, the universe, too, are working hard on building the new infrastructure for you when you arrive, toward which you are treading progressively. As you approach the new marker of 2024, August, the ground will be ready to receive you. This is the change you shall experience after a long, dreadful endurance. This last mile out of the blind maze is not going to be easy. Not all shall survive it, some may even retreat, but in the end, all shall reach the destination. Alone must you walk now, but with the universe watching over you. Help is everywhere, but may not be visible. Faith is your weapon, endurance is your passion. Wisdom is the foresight that feeds your faith. Connection is with God and all of the light hierarchy. Darkness is everywhere on the path and temptation is visible. Free will or will is no longer a choice. There is no choice as you are already on the path. With every footfall you are dissipating the darkness and eliminating the old karmic contracts. In fact, with every karmic contract you eliminate, you are creating new karma-free contracts for your future. The stars are alighting your path with their alignments, conjunctions, squaring, and trining. This is a magical last mile home as it has never been trodden before, and the universe is applauding your every footfall on the path as it is getting you closer and closer to unimagined and unexpected victory. You have made this experiment successful, victorious indeed. So now both light and you are walking toward each other. Alas, the dawn is becoming visible, even though the darkness grows in proportion to abort the progression. Now clarity is mandatory. Furthermore, the critical degree point of Pluto and Capricorn at 29 degrees will be between February 11th and June 11th of 2023, as once again on June 11th, Pluto re-enters 29 degrees, owing to its retrograde in between. So the non-stop flight to clearing, cleansing, and transformation is zooming at high speed. Tighten your seat belts. Reconstruction cannot occur without destruction. And in some areas, the tectonic plates are intensely pushing and pressing against each other, which is the case in the very ancient parts of the world, such as in Turkey and Syria. However, the plates are also sliding along, powerfully thrashing and tearing apart, through other parts of the world too, even in places where no earthquakes have occurred before. And so in this event of the 29-degree Pluto transition, the phenomenon is earthquakes. Major earthquakes in the higher magnitudes of over 6, 7, and 8 could happen. During these months, global situations could be explosive emotionally and literally. Remember, Pluto is explosive, and Capricorn, among other things listed above, governs the planetary material realm because it is an earth element sign. It is the end of the world as we know it, the end of an age, an era, an eon in the space-time continuum. We are approaching the end of Kali Yuga, and its end phase is most chaotic. We are still traveling through darkness, but prepare for landing in the light. From SangeetaHonda.net.